I want everybody, patriots, citizens, conservatives, libertarians, people of faith, and even people on the left, not just to listen to this podcast, but to listen to my weekly radio show, because I'm going to get into these issues in greater depth with Jason Goodman, my good friend, my colleague, who runs Crowdsource the Truth. But we have to face reality right now. It doesn't mean we're giving up. It means that we, the American people, must rise up. We must rise up and wage a second American revolution. President Trump is on the verge of losing the presidency. As a matter of the dynamic of our very corrupt political and legal system, the establishment, he's cooked, he's done. We have to now carry on with his vision and with our own vision, primarily with the vision of our founding fathers. The courts are not going to correct the massive fraud that occurred. I know that, and that's why you've got to go out and read my book. It Takes a Revolution, Forget the Scandal Industry. These very compromised and corrupt federal judges and state judges will not intervene. They'll be running for the exits to save their own skin and their own standing. Instead, as I say in the book, because of the inherent and endemic corruption of the executive, the legislative, and the judicial branch of government, of which Thomas Jefferson predicted they would become despots because federal judges are unelected and unaccountable to the people. He predicted we'd have to wage another revolution, which the blood of patriots would have to be shed yet again. And he said, what's a few thousand dead to preserve the tree of liberty? Neither he nor I want violence. But he was stating the inevitable, because if we don't rise up right now in a very forceful way, using citizens' grand juries and other means to bring about justice, to hold people accountable before the left starts to try to eliminate us. And under Biden and Kamala Harris, they will try to do that. Not just, quote, legally, of course it won't be legal, but also in other ways. The leftist hordes are going to be in the streets. They'll be maiming, looting, burning, and killing. We need to act in our own self-defense, but we also need to move forward and save the vision of our founding fathers with things like citizens' grand juries where we can hold people accountable. The people need to take control of our government again. Maybe we need to move everything, let the criminals continue to commit criminal acts against themselves in Washington, D.C., the political and the legal class, and let us take the capital back to Philadelphia, start our own government by and for the people, as we did in 1776. That's not sedition, by the way. That's exactly what the Declaration of Independence says. So go read it and read what's in my book, It Takes a Revolution, Forget the Scandal Industry. My book did not hinge on the election. Okay, yes, I wanted the president to win. Yes, personally, I supported him. But he didn't win, and we have to face reality. The reality is that God wants us now to do it for ourselves, just as Jesus preached and the Father preached. Jesus came to earth to communicate for the Father in a human form. He is the Son of God. I'm a Jewish Christian. I've had personal experiences where he's come to me and spoken to me. I know he's there. He's not going to forsake us, and neither will the Father if we don't forsake ourselves. And now we have our backs up against the wall. The left is ready. They smell blood. They want to eliminate us. They want to remove us from the face of the earth. And I want you to listen to my radio show this week, which I'm going to embed in my column. Read that as well on worldnetdaily.com, which will be at freedomwatchusa.org. I want you to support Freedom Watch. I want you to join our Justice League. We need to fight back. We need to wage a peaceful and legal revolution. And join americassheriff.org. There's two S's in the middle, americassheriff.org, which we formed with Sheriff Joe Arpaio, America's toughest sheriff, and Larry Klayman is America's toughest lawyer, and Dimitri Penny, America's toughest African-American, for that matter, of any race, color, or creed or religion, policeman. So rise up, fellow Americans. God now has passed the baton to us, as he did in 1776. The Founding Fathers did not look to the British Crown to solve the problems. They said, we're done with the British Crown. Now we're doing it for ourselves. And that's what we now need to do. Go out and buy my book, It Takes a Revolution, Forget the Scandal Industry, at Amazon.com, and read the Declaration of Independence again and see what we now have to do with God's grace. Keep the faith. Always keep the faith. God is with us. And you stay safe. And protect yourself from the coming leftist onslaught. We will take offense. The best defense is a good offense, and we will do it peacefully and legally. I'll be back Monday with another special podcast. Until then, thank you for listening to me.